Good evening, I'm Byron Scott with a CTV News update. Funeral services were held today for a Bowie State University senior who was the victim of a hit-and-run earlier this month. Taylor Thomas has that story.
Byron, mourners poured in and packed the Donaldson Funeral Home here in Odenton for homegoing services for Mariah Narine. She's the 21-year-old who was hit and killed on 295 on September 11th. According to police reports, the vehicle that she was operating left the road for some unknown reason, went over the guardrail, and that's where she got out of the vehicle, got back up on 295 and started walking southbound when a vehicle hit and killed her. That vehicle left the scene, and police are still trying to find that suspect driver. Friends and family members say Mariah Narine will be missed, and they had a message for that suspect.
Mariah is such a manager. She had that gift even at 5 years old. She knew how to manage everybody and tell everybody where they belonged and what they needed to do. And even if she was just a little girl, she had that gift in her.
Everything, her breath, her laugh, her smile, her walk, her hug. Hey girl, calling me period poo aunt, yeah. So I said, let me dress up for her today because Mariah is Mariah. That's my Veda. That's my Veda.
I can't believe the last time we talked will be the last time. That's what I'm gonna miss the most. Just not getting to say goodbye. Not getting to say hello. Just not getting to walk into your room. It's so much that I'm gonna miss, baby. But I'ma always remember you. I'ma always look up, keep my head held high, and just send you a little kiss, a wink, a smile. You're my baby sister. If you was driving on that road, BW Parkway, you bumped something, you hit something, you felt something that wasn't normal. We're not looking for anger. We're just looking for closure. Just come forward. We're not trying to do nothing to you. We just want to just know what happened.
Police say the investigation for the hit-and-run suspect is ongoing. Since then, the family has posted a moving tribute to Mariah with videos and images of a vibrant, happy young person. In fact, they asked all attendees to wear white in honor of Mariah. They said she was a light to any room that she entered into. Reporting from Odenton, I'm Taylor Thomas, CTV News.
A longtime public servant in Prince George's County has died. 68-year-old David Harrington passed away last night. No word as to the cause of his death. Harrington served as Bladensburg mayor from 1995 to 2002. Following that, he was the Prince George's council member for District 5 and later state senator for Maryland's District 47 until 2011. His colleagues have fond memories of working with him.
And he was someone that if one of my bills got stuck in the Senate, I would call him and ask him to help. And he would do it with grace, you know, and always a wonderful attitude. He cared deeply about everyone. There was no judgment, just an easy, beautiful human being. Very respected, well-liked individual. He was just easygoing. It's a big loss for our community.
Harrington also served as the president and CEO of the Prince George's Chamber of Commerce, as well as numerous other boards and committees. He was also an ordained minister. Harrington most recently joined Kaiser Permanente as Senior Director of Community Relations for the Mid-Atlantic region. The council released a statement earlier this afternoon saying Harrington made an enduring investment in the lives of Prince Georgians, and it's grateful for a job well done. Well, 2 people are killed in a Hyattsville home invasion, including the alleged intruder. It happened on the 5800 block of 30th Avenue at around 12:15 this morning. According to investigators, police encountered a car leaving the scene. Inside was a 23-year-old male gunshot victim who lived in the house. He was taken to a local hospital where he died. Police say the gunman broke in and shot him. The intruder was also found dead. He was found inside the house. He too had been shot. Neighbors say it was unsettling.
I think that this is a really family-oriented neighborhood, and I know that bad things can happen anywhere, and so it doesn't concern me about the nature of what our neighborhood is. I don't think that the family-oriented nature of our neighborhood is going to change, but it does make me concerned that someone would feel the need to do this in our neighborhood.
Investigators say it does not appear to be a random incident. A police-involved shooting in Riverdale Park leaves a man dead. It happened yesterday afternoon at around 3:30 on the 4700 block of Oglethorpe Street near East-West Highway. Police were called to the house on the report of a suicidal man who had access to firearms. Investigators say police followed the man after he ran back into the house. They say he pointed a gun at officers and was then shot by police. His name has not yet been released. The investigation continues. Well, here are the latest COVID-19 numbers for our area. The state health department has confirmed 885 new cases. The county's positivity rate has eased to 9.69%. 18 Marylanders have died of COVID over the past 24 hours, and 459 people are hospitalized. And you're watching CTV News. I'm Byron Scott. More news in a bit.
Know what it's like to go to war, to bravely step forward and sacrifice for what you believe is right. We see those who are redefining what it means to serve, to be a patriot, a hero, and to save lives. From our nation's injured veterans to the faces of courage across America today, we see you, we support you, we salute you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you for your service.
Welcome back. A Montgomery County judge holds a hearing today on a petition filed by the State Board of Elections that would allow the counting of mail-in ballots before Election Day. The board wants to start counting them on October 1st, which is 40 days earlier than state law allows. Officials anticipate they will receive between 1 and 1.3 million mail-in ballots during the general election. Republican gubernatorial candidate Dan Cox has filed a motion against the board's request.
The State Board is the one asking for the ruling, and we're saying the ruling was made in the legislature. The governor vetoed the bill. That's the constitutional process, and consistent with everything that I believe and have stood for in the legislature, that's what I believe. I've never deviated from that.
We're not fighting today just for this particular case. We're fighting for the people of Maryland in the decades to come, because if we set a precedent today that power can be delegated from the legislature to the courts in the instance of elections, then, ladies and gentlemen, we may have a problem with future elections long after we're dead and gone.
The judge will hold another hearing on Friday. At the same press conference, Cox also refused to say if he'll accept the results of the election. Well, Democrats have a 22-point lead in the race to replace Governor Larry Hogan, according to a new poll by Goucher College. The survey says about 53% of Marylanders currently back Wes Moore, and 31% would vote for Dan Cox. 69% say they are set on a candidate. 28% say they could change their mind. Moore is an author and former CEO of an anti-poverty nonprofit. Cox is a first-term delegate in the Maryland House. The Republican gubernatorial candidate has shrugged off the poll, saying it's within striking distance. Well, today is voter registration day, and lawmakers are urging all Marylanders to check their voter registration status. It's also the perfect time to make sure friends and family friends or members are registered as well. You can check out the Board of Elections website to get more information. Election Day, as you know, Tuesday, November 8th. Early voting available from Thursday, October 22nd, 27th through Thursday, November 3rd. You can also request a mail-in ballot. Well, the Prince George's County Council is cracking down on the illegal use of ATVs. It's illegal to ride the four-wheelers on county streets, and lawmakers are considering tougher measures. CB 11 was considered by lawmakers this morning. It would increase the penalties for a violation involving ATVs to $500 for the first-time offenders to $1,000 for repeat offenders. It also calls for impoundment of the vehicles for certain offenses. And stay tuned, more news coming up.
Here you go.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Never gonna let you go. Never gonna let you
Hey there, sports fans. Prince George's County's American Basketball Association team, PG Valor, is back. The team season opener will take place on November 13th, and this game is special because it's also the team's military and first responders appreciation night. During the game, the team will honor local organizations that help improve the quality of life for people in Prince George's County, but they need your help. PG Valor is currently accepting nominations, and if you know a worthy organization, go to the link on your screen and nominate a group today. Now, Bowie State football did not have much luck this weekend either. Saturday, the Bulldogs fell to Shaw University 17-14. This loss ends their conference winning streak and also bumps them back 6 places in the Box 2-row HBCU media poll. The Bulldogs will return in action on Saturday, September 24th against St. Augustine's at 1 p.m. Sticking with football, but moving on to a team that did win this weekend, the University of Maryland Terrapins. Now, although the Terps did not play their best game of football, they were still able to secure the win.
It's always better to play a non-perfect game when you get a win. You know, it's one of those things where we didn't play to our standard for, the entirety of the game, but it's better to, get in there and get it cleaned up with a win instead of an L. So I feel like for us, we didn't play a great game, but we came out with a win, and at the end of the day, wins in the win column is something that we're trying to stack here. So we'll get it cleaned up for sure.
SMU, they were a top 25 team last year, so beating them, it's a great accomplishment for us. I mean, we know who we have on our side of the ball, so when we go out there, we just played our standard, and, it shows we can beat the top teams.
Coming soon.
And that's our news for tonight. Thanks for joining us. I'm Byron Scott. We're in Chimoden. Good night.